From encountering ancient booby traps to finding gold buried deep in the swamp, the Oak Island treasure has finally been found. How did this happen? Oak Island has been the obsession of treasure hunters for more than 2 centuries, a place where legends, secrets, and unstoppable ambition collide. Despite being a small, unassuming island off the coast of Nova Scotia, beneath its surface lies a mystery that has refused to be solved. The story begins in 1795, when 3 young men stumbled upon a suspicious depression in the ground. As they dug, they uncovered layers of wooden platforms, each spaced precisely 10 feet apart, reinforcing the idea that something valuable had been deliberately buried deep below. This site came to be known as the Money Pit, and it has consumed fortunes, lives, and countless theories ever since. This is because every excavation since then has faced devastating setbacks. The more people dug, the greater the obstacles became. Flood tunnels believed to be booby traps built centuries ago. I think we're all quite excited that it could be the so-called flood tunnel booby trap system. Of course, we're going to investigate. There's definitely a void below these rocks. It lines up exactly with the anomaly. So it is the anomaly filled the pit with water. Every time treasure seekers thought they were getting close, some teams even reported finding remnants of gold and parchment embedded deep in the earth, only for their efforts to be swallowed by the island itself. Because of this, theories exploded. Some claimed the island was the hiding place of the legendary Knights Templar treasure, while others believed it to be pirate gold from Captain Kidd. More suggestions included the lost riches of ancient civilizations, secret manuscripts, or even an undiscovered historical vault. But now, with modern technology revealing underground chambers and artifacts, experts believe Oak Island has finally surrendered its secrets. The Curse of Oak Island team, led by Rick and Marty Legina, deployed cutting-edge technology to scan beneath the island's surface, revealing structures and artifacts that were previously hidden. Using advanced radar, sonar imaging, and underground scanning, they mapped out a network of tunnels and chambers that suggested something valuable could be buried deep below. One of the most shocking discoveries was a series of wooden tunnels near the Money Pit, believed to be part of an elaborate system designed to protect whatever lies beneath. These tunnels, reinforced with ancient timber, match historical accounts of flood tunnels meant to keep treasure hunters at bay. Alongside these tunnels, the team uncovered mysterious stone inscriptions, some of which appeared to be coded messages left by whoever built the underground structures. The markings resembled symbols used by secretive groups like the Knights Templar, adding even more speculation that the treasure could have been more than just gold. On top of that, water samples taken from deep within the pit contained traces of gold, suggesting that precious metals could still be hidden below. But it got even more interesting. The most mind-blowing discovery came when sonar imaging revealed hidden chambers beneath the Money Pit, confirming that there are still unexplored areas that could hold the final piece of the puzzle. Seeing this, the team felt a sense of relief and encouragement, believing that in the end they would get so much gold. But how close were they? The team had spent years battling the island's relentless defenses, but nothing could have prepared them for what they uncovered within Lot 5 surrounding area. Rick and Gary went on an investigative operation to check out the flag spots and detected a metallic target. One of them used the metal detector machine, while the other dug through and pulled out a portion of the soil in the marked area. Soon after, the metal detector device alerted signs of heavy and solid metal close to the Earth's surface. After careful digging, they searched through the unearthed soil and found the source of metal to be an ancient coin. This was a good sign. As they searched for the treasure, it was indeed a good start for the beginning of another expedition. Period. The texture and qualities of the coin seemed to be similar to those of the ancient Roman coin found within a few feet of the current spot several years ago. But that was not the only good sign. It seemed the coin was handmade specifically through the hammer. Soon after the first coin discovery, another was made a few feet away at a flat spot. This time around, the discovery was much easier, and like the first coin, this one was also hand-hammered. This discovery cheered up the team and gave them the motivation to continue digging for clues. Rick called his brother Marty to come down to the area to share in the excitement and also help in the search. After several trials, Rick made another discovery, adding the third coin to the collection found on Lot 5, just at the beginning of the expedition. This coin also had a similarity with the two previously found. Upon deeper examination, they realized that the patina looked the same. It was definitely hammered, and it dated further than the discovery of Oak Island at this point. The crew believed that the coins definitely were clues to the big picture of what happened on Lot 5. Taking their findings to Laird and Emma at the Interpretive Center, the coins were analyzed using the XRF and CT scan, and after a few minutes the results came back. I was hoping that it was some kind of coin you might find what Emma has to say a little more interesting. So what was really interesting about this is the actual material properties. So it's mainly copper, which wasn't too surprising. Then it had an extremely high tin content, which makes it bronze. The first coin was analyzed to have about 94% copper and about 5% silver, which was different from the properties of Roman coins, which were made of tin and lead. This analysis indicated that the first coin was not originally from Rome, but it was still very ancient and had no features or properties of modern coins. From observation, the second coin seemed to be made from a different metallic material. It also had a drawing of a female drafted to the center, but the crafted shape also looked like a face. Whose face could it be after undergoing the XRF? Its properties were discovered. The coin was made up of copper, silicon, lead, and tin, a definite match to the ancient Roman coins found in one of their previous expeditions, and most likely was brought to the island by Knights Templar or the original treasure depositors. While scanning the last coin, it seemed like the pattern on it was woven like a very light and small chain link. When discussed among the team, it was thought to be made of about 95% copper and 5% silver, a very rare find with almost no pointers to its origin. Until Emma continued with the scan, she learned that it also had iron and heavy manganese, which indicated that it was more modern than the rest of the coins found. This report was almost the exact opposite of what was expected, especially the obvious about the coin not being modern. It was definitely handmade, and the inscribed pattern on it was ancient. Upon a closer look, Emma discovered its unexpected uniqueness. The coin had brass properties. However, the high calcium and phosphorus pointed to the coin as a French denier that existed around the 13th century and was similar to the lead cross they had found some time ago. This raised another question. Everyone wondered if there was a possible connection between the French denier and the French barter token, given they looked to be of the same origin. Overall, these coins were all unique findings, and their discovery led to a couple of unanswered questions about what activities occurred on the island. Yet the findings did not stop there. As the excavation continued, the team uncovered traces of gold from the depths. The team detected gold within the wood of the garden shaft, which was a significant breakthrough. Seeing this, metallurgy expert Emma Culligan confirmed that 0.11% of the wood contained gold, which geoscientist Ryan Spooner described as a major discovery. Following this find, the team was stunned. These were not random pieces of metal lost to time, but carefully placed items that suggested a deliberate burial. And it got even more interesting. Alongside the gold, the team found religious relics, including ornate crosses and ceremonial artifacts that bore intricate engravings. Some experts believe these items could be linked to early European explorers, while others suggest a connection to the Knights Templar, a secretive group rumored to have hidden their treasures in remote locations like the Oak Island. These implications were mind-blowing, and by now, the team began seeing these artifacts as part of a larger catch, getting their hopes up, believing that Oak Island's legend was more than just a myth. The presence of gold, combined with the historical significance of the relics, pointed to a deeper mystery. Had the treasure hunters finally cracked the code, or was this just the beginning? The chamber beneath Smith's Cove hinted at more secrets waiting to be uncovered, and with each new discovery, the possibility of finding the legendary treasure became more real. Then